We find that the thing that really starts people thinking about edge strategy is asking a number of important questions. And they're really the questions that challenge somebody to really listen to their market and listen to their customers.
Have I really, truly calibrated my product or service offering with exactly what all of my customers want? The answer inevitably will be no, because you can never perfectly make that calibration.
Are there subsets of your customers that have needs that are not being completely met? Or are there some customers who don't necessarily value everything that you're doing?
So then the question is, am I willing to change that ever so slightly in order to improve my proposition by offering a little bit more, or perhaps a little bit less in the cases where I'm doing a little too much?
One of the questions that we find companies don't ask enough is, what is the ultimate mission of their customer? They see their role as being very well defined in providing a product or service for that customer. But they rarely ask, well, really, what's the customer's ultimate objective? Because it may seem like it's not part of what they define as their core business.
Could I go outside my comfort zone ever so slightly to walk 1 or 2 steps further along their journey?
And companies that have asked that question have often found very profitable ways to redefine what it is that they can do for that customer by thinking about that ultimate mission.
Another question that's important when you're interrogating enterprise edges is thinking, who besides a direct competitor would have use for my foundational assets? Who would pay me for that right?
I've spent a lot of money and capabilities and resource to build those assets. Is there no other way to get value from them? What cultural assets have you got? What capabilities and knowledge do you have? What data and information has your company developed? There's a lot of great examples of companies that have recognized that the assets they have are actually, on their edges, sources of incremental revenue for them.
What we found is, time and time again, companies that embrace edge strategy, they grow faster than their peer group that doesn't. They create higher shareholder returns than their peer group who doesn't. When you have that type of culture, what you find is that edge opportunities bubble up.
It really is a strategy for everyone. It's a strategy that applies across industries, across time, across scale of organization. The questions that we ask apply whether you're a food truck or you're a global multinational. Every company can ask those questions and find opportunities to grow.